Assalamu alaikum. My dear students, my dear learners, I think you are all fine by the grace of Allah. My dear learners, I think all of you staying at home safe and sound. Okay. Today I would like to conduct class. I would like to conduct classes on about right form of verbs part 3. Okay. Our today's focus is right form of verbs. In my last classes, my dear learners, I discussed also right form of verbs. Okay, my dear learners, today I will also discuss right form of verbs. Actually, last class I think you all have done the homeworks. Okay. Actually, you know that right form of verbs is very important for intermediate syllabus, and this is very important part in in rule number 4. Actually, here we find the right form of verbs. Okay. Actually, right form of verbs, there would be 10 blanks will be given. Each of the blanks contains half marks. Okay. Totally 5 marks. This is easy for you. Okay. Actually, you know that there is no headline of the verbs. Actually, verbs are used in the sentences also. So verbs are given in the sentence. In this type verbs, we have to use the correct form of verbs. Okay, my dear learners. So today I will discuss 5 rules and regulations about right form of verbs. And my dear learners, please share the class with all the learners, as well as all the learners will see the class. Actually, our today's class will be continued for 50 minutes. I hope all of you will participate effectively, and your active participation will encourage me, and I think you will also be benefited. Okay, my dear learners. So, my dear students, today there will be 5 rules and regulations. Okay, my dear learners, before going to start our class, actually, do sound system and visualization, is everything clear or not? Okay. Okay, my dear learners, I think sound system and visualizations, all things are clear. Actually, you know that if you go through these rules, if you know these rules and regulations of right form of verbs, actually I already earlier told you that 10 blanks are given, and every blanks content half marks, totally 5 marks. You have to answer totally 5 marks. So, my dear student, please be with my class, please attend my classes, and I think this class would be very much fruitful for you. Okay. So, my dear learners, I am going to discuss with you on right form of verbs. So let us start with actually up to rule number 8. I have already completed rule number 8. Up to rule number 8 I have completed. Actually 8 rules I have already completed. Today I will discuss from rule number 9 to rule number 13. Okay. So my dear learners, I think the class will be very much fruitful and very much benefited. Okay. So my dear learners, you see, let us start with the rule number 9. Okay, let us start. Rule number 9. In your English syllabus, your right form of verbs is very much important. So, you know, in rule number 9, actually at first I am giving you sentences. Actually, first you will try to solve the problem, and then I will give you the rules, and then you will try Okay, so my dear learners, at first you will try. Okay, at first I am giving you the rules and regulations. Actually I am giving you sentences. Okay, after your try I will give you the rules and regulations. Okay, so my dear learners, let us write. Please watch the class. Okay, we are learning English. Let us start with the rule number 9. This is the sentence. Actually I am giving you a sentence. According to this sentence, as per this sentence, actually at first you will solve, and after your try or your solve, then I will give you the rules. Okay, my dear learners, so please watch the class very attentionally. Okay, we are learning English. Pace with the modern world, with the we are learning English to modern world. Okay, to dash pace with the modern world. Okay, my dear learners, this is the sentence of about right form of verbs. Okay, sorry. So my dear learners, actually this is the sentence. Actually in your comment box you can comment me actually what should be the answer, my dear learners. Actually here we find a sentence, we are learning English to keep pace with the modern world. Actually this is the bracket verbs. Actually what would be the right form of verbs? Actually we have to use the right form of verbs. We are learning English too. Okay, my dear learners, if you know it, please comment it. Okay, I am going to give you the rules. Okay, actually here we find, if we find that to or in order to, actually before the blanks, after to, actually here we find we are learning English too. Okay, after to we find the gaps. Okay, so according to the rule number 9, after to or in order to, okay, after to or in order to, after to or in order to, we have to use the base form of verbs. Okay, base form of verb. After to or in order to, my dear learners, you have to use the base form of verbs. Okay, my dear learners. Okay, I will clarify the rules. Actually after to or in order to, in these sentences you see here we find to. Okay, we are learning English too. So here we find to, after to, here we find the gaps. So what would be the base form of the verb? This is the verb. Actually in this verb we have to use the right form. Actually we have to put the verb in right forms. Okay, so keep is a verb. What is the base form of the verbs? Keep is the base form of the verbs. So what should be the answer, my dear learners? Answer should be keep. Okay, keep would be the answer. To keep, this is the answer. So my dear learners, we are learning English to keep pace with the modern world. So my dear learners, this is about rule number 9. After to or in order to, we have to use the base form of the verbs. After to or in order to, we have to use the base form of the verbs. Actually verbs has 3 forms: base form of verb, past form and past participle form. So keep, go is the base form, went is the past form, and gone is the first participle form. So this is the base form. Okay, my dear learners. So after to or in order to, you have to put the base form of the verbs. This is about rule number 9. Actually I think you have go through the rule number 9. Okay, okay, my dear learners. Sorry, my dear learners. Okay, So my dear learners, after to or in order to, we have to use the base form of the verbs. Okay. So my dear learners, rule number 9 is important. Then we will come to the rule number 10. Actually, rule number 9 and rule number 10, this is same category, but we find we are discussing about rule number 10. Rule number 9 is similar like rule number 10. Okay, rule number 9 and 10 are very much important. Actually, you see that rule number 10. Okay, my dear learners, we have already discussed rule number 9. Okay. Then I am going to give you the rule number 10. Actually, what is the rule number 10? Actually, there are some phrases. After these phrases, we have to use the ing form of verbs. Actually, what would be the rule? Let us start with the rule number 10. Okay? Rule number 10. According to the rule number 10, my dear learners, we find with a view to look forward to, with a view to look forward to, get used to, addicted to, with a view to look forward to, get used to, addicted to, devoted to, accustomed to, with a view to look forward to, get used to, addicted to, devoted to, accustomed to, object to, and be used to, be plus used to. Okay, my dear learners, this is about rule number 10. Actually, rule number 9 and rule number 10, all these are actually similar but something different, little bit different we find here. Okay, so with a view to, look forward to, get used to, addicted to, devoted to, actually after these phrases, my dear learners, after these phrases we have to use the ing form of the verbs. Okay, actually these are the phrases: with a view to, look forward to, get used to, addicted to, devoted to, accustomed to, object to. Okay, get used to, all these are phrases. According to the rule number 9, after to or in order to, we have to use the base form of verb, but here we find not to. Actually here we find phrases. Phrases are used with to. Actually look forward to. Okay, so after these phrases, actually there we find to, but this rule is not rule number 9. Rule number 9 is different than rule number 10. Actually similar but not similar. Okay, so after with a view to these, after these phrases we have to use the verb plus ing. Okay, ing form of the verbs. We have to use the ing form of the verbs. Actually after these phrases, okay, after these phrases we have to use the ing form of the verb, but we find to or in order to. According to rule number 9, we know that to or in order to, we have to use the base form of verbs, but here we find after the phrases we find the verb plus ing. Okay, we have to use the verb plus ing. Okay, my dear learners, so let us give an example of rule number 10. Okay, I am giving you the examples of rule number 10. Actually these rules is very much important for you. Okay, so I am looking forward to, I am looking forward to, I am looking forward to receive, I am looking forward to receive another letter from you. Receive another letter from you. Okay, my dear learners, actually here we find with phrases, there we find look forward to, with a view to, accustomed to, get used to. Okay, after get used to, look forward to, accustomed to. Actually we have to use the ing form of the verbs, but here we find this is the phrase. We know according to the rule number 9, after to or in order to, we have to use the base form of the verbs, but look forward to, get used to, accustomed to, after this we have to use the ing form of the verb. So my dear learners, what should be the answer? I am looking forward to receive another letter from you. Okay, this is the sentence according to the rule number 10. What should be the answer? In your comment box, actually my dear learners, please comment it. Okay, so answer should be receiving. Okay, answer should be receiving. Okay, answer should be receiving. Okay, another examples for you. Okay my dear learners, I am giving you another examples. Okay, father used to drink coffee. Father used to drink dash coffee. Okay, father used to drink coffee. Father, another example, father was used to drink coffee. Okay my dear learners, what is the difference between these two sentences? My dear learners, can you know, do you know what should be the answer? My dear learners, father used to drink coffee. Actually according to the rule number 9 and rule number 10, actually the rule number 9 and rule number 10 actually this would be same, but here we find father used to drink coffee, my dear learners, and here we find that father used to, after used to, actually you know according to rule number 9, after to or in order to, we have to use the base form of the verb. So my dear learners, here we find used to. Okay, so here this answer would be drink. There we find according to the rule number, this should be the rule number 9. Okay, father used to, after to or in order to, we have to use the base form of verb. But my dear learners, here we find father was used to, after auxiliary be plus used to. According to the rule number 10, here we find that be plus used to. If we find be plus used to, then we have to use the ing form of verbs. Okay, so answer should be drinking. Answer should be drinking. Okay, Shakir, answer should be drinking. So what is the difference between these two sentences? First sentences, after to or in order to, we have to use the base form of the verbs, and here we find be plus used to, get used to, look forward to. Actually with to, if we use the phrases, then after these phrases we have to use ing form of verbs. That main verb plus ing. Okay, verb main form plus ing, verb plus ing. So we have to use was used to. After was used to, we have used here drinking. Okay my dear learners, I think you have got much more benefit. According to the first sentence, I have used to. Okay, and in the second sentence I have used was used to. Okay my dear learners, but before used to I have used actually before used to I have used in second sentence. This is first sentence and this is second sentence, and before used to, here we find the auxiliary form of verb, but in first sentence actually this is used to is single. Okay, but second sentence, here we find auxiliary verbs uses in the before used to. Okay, auxiliary verb uses before used to, so there should be the answer drinking, main form ing form of the verbs. Okay my dear learners, so I think you have got the point. Actually rule number 9 and rule number 10, this is similar category, but there are some difference. Actually I have already given you the examples. I have shown you that how I clarify these rules. Okay, so my dear learners, next comes to the rule number 11. Actually rule number 11 is very much important, is also very much important regarding right form of verbs. rule number 11 is also very much important. Okay, my dear learners, and you see that it is important not only for the intermediate students but also for different competitive job exams in subsectors in Bangladesh and advanced learner. Every students, I think, will be very much benefited from these rules. Okay, this is about rule number 11. Okay, so my dear learners, let us learn this rule very efficiently. This rules is very important. So let us use the rules very effectively so that you can get good marks regarding these rules. Okay, so that you can get good marks regarding these rules. In rule number 11, I am not going to give you the rules. At first, I will give you the examples. Okay, at first, write down the answer in the comment box, and after your try, then I will give the rules. Okay, so my dear learners, at first I will give you the problem, then the solutions. Okay, then the solution. The teacher as well as the student. The teacher as well as the students. Students be there study. Okay, my dear learners, the teacher, this is the sentence about rule number 11. Regarding rule number 11, this is the sentence. Okay, my dear learners, so what should be the answer, my dear learners? Please comment it. Comment me. If you know it, please write down the correct answer. Okay, after your try, I will give you the answer. What should be the answer, my dear learners? My dear learners, okay, my dear learners, here we see the teacher as well as the students. Here we find as well as. This is the conjunctional phrase, as well as. Okay, as well as. What is this? Actually, this as well as is a conjunctional phrase. This is a conjunctional phrase. This is a conjunctional phrase. Okay, so my dear learners, here we find there are some words or phrases. If we get the words or phrases, words in the sentence, the verb of the sentence must agree according to the first subject. The verb of the sentence must agree according to the first subject. Okay, my dear learners, there are some words or phrases which are actually, this is called conjunctional phrases, and my dear learners, according to the conjunctional phrases, actually verb must agree according to the first subject. Actually, these conjunctions connected to subjects. These conjunctions connected to subjects. Okay, so let us learn the list of those conjunctions. Actually, which types of conjunctions we can use in rule number 11. Okay, in rule number 11, these conjunctions are with, along with, along with, together with, along with, together with, accompanied by, accompanied by, accompanied with, actually this is the conjunctions. Okay, all these are conjunctional phrases, and not, including, and not including, as well as. My dear learners, all these are conjunctional phrases. Actually, these conjunctional phrases, this connects to subjects. Okay, actually these conjunctions connect two subjects, and according, if we find any sentences, these conjunctional phrases, verb must agree according to the first subject. verb must agree according to the first subject. Okay, my dear learners. So, my dear learners, what should be the answer? Actually, the sentences I give you, the teacher as well as the student. Okay, I am writing down the sentences. The teacher as well as the students. The teacher as well as the students be there yesterday. This is the sentence. Okay, this is the sentence according to the rule number 8. Okay, on the basis of the rules, actually the phrases, according to this conjunctional phrase, actually phrases are used in the sentences, and according to the phrase, these phrases connect two sentences. Okay, here we find as well as, this is the first subject and another student. So according to the phrases, actually if we find any conjunctional phrases, verb should be agree according to the first subject. So my dear learners, what should be the answer? It would be was or were. Okay, so answer should be was. Okay, actually teacher as well as the students, so it will agree the first subject, teacher. Okay, so my dear learners, I am giving you another examples regarding rule number 11. Okay, and you know that, let us give an example. Will be, actually if I give you the examples, all these things will be crystal clear for you. So my dear learners, let us learn the rule with examples. Okay, look at the first example. I as well as, okay, I as well as my brother, I as well as my brother be, okay, I as well as my brother be interested in English. Be interested in English. Okay. Number 2, the book including other materials, the book, Shakira book, দরজাটা আটকা দাও তো। The book including other materials, the book including other materials be found. Be found. So my dear learners, here we find I as well as my brother be interested in English, the book including other material be found. Okay, and third sentence, my brother, okay, my brother and not his friends, and not his friends. Okay, my brother and not his friends have done it. Okay. Okay. So my dear learners, I as well as my brother be interested in English. So option am, is, are. Okay. What should be the answer, my dear learners? I as well as my brother. Am, is, or are. Which should be the answer? Actually, conjunctional phrases are used in the sentences. If we find any conjunctional phrases in the sentence, and if we find any conjunctions, actually this conjunction connected to two persons. Okay, so verb should be agree according to the first subject. Verb should be agree according to the first subject. So my dear learners, I as well as my brother be interested in English. Am, is, are. What should be the answer? Okay, and second option would be was, were. Okay, and third has, have. Okay, so my dear learners, I as well as my brother interested in English. So Answer should be am. Okay, I. Actually, verb should be follow according to the first subject. Actually, first subject is I as well as my brother. Here we find second subject is brother and first subject is I. So verb should be agree according to the first subject. Okay, two subjects are connected with a conjunctional phrases as well as is a conjunctional phrases. Okay, my dear learners. So another sentences, the book including other materials. Including is a conjunctions. Okay, so here we find two subjects are connected here. So the book, so verb should be agree according to the first subject. Okay, so was found or were found, it would be was. Okay, and my dear learners, third example, here we find my brother not his friend. Okay, not is and not. Okay, and not, this is the conjunctional phrase and verb should be agree according to the first subject. So my brother, so answer should be has, not have. Verb singular, subject singular, verb singular, subject plural, verb would be plural form. Okay, my dear learners. So my dear learners, I think you have understood rule number 11. Okay, so I think you have got much more informations and you have go through the ins and out of rules number 11. Okay, so my dear learners, let us learn rule number 12. Actually, this is also there we find another examples of rule number 12 and this is also very much important. Today I will also clarify rule number 12. Okay, at first I will not give you the rule, I will give you the examples. Okay, and you are requested to answer the right form of the verbs. Either you or I be guilty. My dear learners, what should be the answer? If you know anybody, please comment it. What should be the answer? Either you or I. Okay, either you or I. Actually, what would be the answer? Option am, is, are. Am, is, are. What should be the answer, my dear learners? Okay, I am giving you the rules. Actually, either or, neither nor. Okay, not only but also. Either or, neither nor, not only but also. Not only dot dot but also. Okay, not only blah blah but also. Either blah 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 or neither blah blah nor, not only blah blah but also. Actually, all these are correlative conjunctions. All these are, my dear learners, all these are correlatives conjunctions. Okay, all these are correlative conjunctions. Okay, so what is this? Either or, neither nor, not only but also. My dear learners, all these are what? These are correlative conjunctions. If you get these correlative conjunctions like either or, neither nor, not only but also, okay, actually verb of the sentence must agree according to the second subject. Actually, if you find these correlative conjunctions in the sentence, verb of the sentence must agree according to the second subject. Okay, my dear learners, verb of the sentence must agree according to the second subject. What is the second subject? I. First subject, you. Okay, my dear learners, I think you have understood. So what should be the answer? Either you or I. Am. Okay, am is the answer. Verb should agree, verb must agree according to the second subject. Second subject is I. Okay, my dear learners, I will make you understand. I think I understand you. Okay, so I think it is clear. Either or, neither nor, not only but also. Either blah blah or, neither blah blah nor, not only blah blah but also. These are correlative conjunctions, and after this correlative, if we find any sentences, the presence of these correlative conjunctions, actually verbs should be agree according to the second subject. This conjunction connected to two subjects and verb should be used according to the second subject. So here we find first subject you, second subject I, so verb should be arranged according to first subject. So either you or I am guilty. Actually after I we have to use am. Okay, my dear learners, you have, I think you have go through the rules. Okay, so my dear learners, I have finished rule number 11. Okay, sorry, this is rule number 12. Okay, so my dear learner, that was rule number 12. Okay, let us learn rule number 30. Okay. Actually I have clarified rule number 12. Actually I already given you the rules number 12. Actually I think you are clear about rule number 12. Okay, now I elect to start rule number 13. Okay, you are requested to write the answer. At first I am giving you the rules. Okay, and after your try I will give you the solution. Okay, it is you who. Okay, my dear learners, please write down the sentences in your answer script. Okay, be who be responsible. My dear learners, this is the sentence. Actually what should be the answer? Am, is or are. Am, is or are. Okay, my dear learners, if anybody comment me what should be the answer? Can anybody comment me what should be the answer? Okay, let's explain the rule number 13. Let us explain the rule number 13. If we want to go through the rule number 13, we have to know the relative pronoun. Okay, what is relative pronoun? What is relative pronoun? Actually we have to know the definitions of relative pronoun. Okay, what is the definitions of relative pronoun? So what is relative pronoun? The pronoun which takes its positions. The pronoun which takes its position after a noun or pronoun. The pronoun actually who is, that, whom. Okay, who, which, that, whom. This is called relative pronoun. If this relative pronoun, actually if we get which takes its positions after noun or pronoun and works like a conjunction. Actually relative pronoun works like a conjunctions in a sentence. Okay, actually what is relative pronoun? Relative pronoun which takes its positions after noun and pronoun, and my dear learners, it works like a conjunctions. Okay, so this is called relative pronoun. অর্থাৎ নাউন এবং প্রোনাউনের পরে যে ডাব্লিউএইচ ওয়ার্ডগুলো বসে সেগুলোকেই বলা হয় রিলেটিভ প্রোনাউন। মাই ডিয়ার লার্নার্স, নাউন এবং আফটার নাউন অ্যান্ড প্রোনাউন if we find relative pronoun, actually here we find it is you who. Actually who is a relative pronoun? Relative pronoun, okay, relative pronoun, this is relative pronoun because before relative pronoun we find pronoun you. Okay, my dear learners, so try to understand the definitions of relative pronoun. If you get the definition, this rule will be very much easier for you. If you get the definitions, the rules will be clear for you. As example, this is the boy, this is the boy who stood by me, who stood by me. This is the boy who stood by me. Okay, my dear learners, so this is the relative pronoun. So the pronoun which takes positions after noun or pronoun. Here we find who takes positions after noun. The boy is a noun, so after boy we find that takes the positions. Okay, relative pronoun takes the positions. Then it is called conjunctions. This who is called conjunctions. Okay, this who is called conjunction. It works like a conjunctions. Okay, so my dear learners, here we find another thing. Actually, before relative pronoun we find noun and pronoun. This noun or pronoun is called antecedent. 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 Actually, antecedent. This is called antecedent. Okay, before relative pronoun, here we find noun or pronoun. This noun or pronoun is called antecedent. This antecedent could be noun or pronoun. Okay, my dear learners. So here we find after boy we find the positions of relative pronoun, and before relative pronoun here we find noun and pronoun, and this noun and pronoun is called antecedent. Okay, so after a noun and pronoun relative pronoun is used. Okay, so noun or pronoun used before relative pronoun, this is called antecedent. Okay, so my dear learners, antecedent must be a noun or pronoun. Antecedent must be a noun and pronoun. So if you get any verb just after relative pronoun, if you get any verb, here we find stood. Okay, if you get any verb just after relative pronoun, verb must agree according to the antecedent. Verb must agree according to the antecedent. তার মানে আমরা যদি রিলেটিভ প্রোনাউনের পরে কোনো গ্যাপ পাই, সেখানে যদি ভার্ব বসাতে হয়, সেক্ষেত্রে সেই ভার্বটা অ্যান্টিসিডেন্ট, মানে রিলেটিভ প্রোনাউনের যে অ্যান্টিসিডেন্ট, যে নাউন এবং প্রোনাউন, ওকে, রিলেটিভ প্রোনাউনের পূর্বে যে অ্যান্টিসিডেন্ট বসে সেই অ্যান্টিসিডেন্ট অনুযায়ী ভার্বটা কি করবে, অ্যাগ্রি করবে। তাহলে আমরা ইন দিস সেন্টেন্সেস হোয়াট উই আর ফলোয়িং, ইট ইজ ইউ হু be responsible. So according to the antecedent, verb should be followed. So the answer should be R. Okay, okay, my dear learners. So verb should be agree according to the antecedent. Okay, so my dear learners, I am giving you example. Okay, it is I who be your friend. Okay, who be your friend, teaching you grammar, teaching you grammar. Okay, so my dear learners, here we find two clauses. This is subordinate clause and this is principal clause. So we have found here that antecedent, actually I is the antecedent and this is the relative pronoun. I already earlier told you that after noun or pronoun we find relative pronoun, and before noun or pronoun, before relative pronoun, if we find any noun or pronoun, this noun or pronoun called antecedent, and verb should be agree according to the antecedent. So this is the antecedent. So it is I who be your friend. So what should be the answer, my dear learners? Actually many of you can say am, is or are. What should be the answer? Okay, what should be the answer, my dear learners? So after I, actually verb should be follow according to the antecedent. So verb should be am. Okay, so this is, my dear learners, this is subordinate clause. So if we use these sentences, it is I, okay, teaching. So after I, what should be the answer? This would be am. Okay, both sides we have to use am. Okay, my dear learners. So my dear learners, according to the antecedent, actually if we find any relative pronoun, okay, if we find any relative pronoun and before relative pronoun we find antecedent. Okay, actually relative pronoun are called those Actually, before relative pronoun, we find noun or pronoun, and this noun or pronoun called antecedent, and verb should be must agree according to the antecedent. Okay, my dear learners. So, my dear learners, I think you have understood the classes. I think you have got much more informations from my classes. So, my dear learners, up to this part, I have completed rule number 13. Okay, today I have taught you some rules and regulations. I think it will be very much clear for you, and you got much more benefited. Okay, and I think I will make you soon with some more rules and regulations. Actually, next classes I will give you another rules and regulations regarding right form of verbs. Okay, and you know that I thank all the students for your active and excellent participations in the classroom, and your participation always encourages me, and I think you are also benefited a lot for being staying with me. Thank you. That's all for today, my dear learners. Please complete the homework. Please practice at home, because you know that 10 blanks would be given. Every blanks will contain half marks. Actually, you have to answer 5 marks. Okay, if you want to get 5 marks, you have to know the rules efficiently. Okay, so my dear learners, I would like to finish my lecture today, willing to have more participation in the next classes. So that's all for today. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.